Hi, my name is Supervisor Patrick, and I'll be your guide. Today, we're running the 304 route. The 304 route runs from the Encinitas Transit Center to the Palomar College, and then back again. However, it takes 4 different ways to get there. These are called the 4 variants. So we'll run the 304 route and explore the 4 variants.
Hello operators, today's exciting video covers the 304 westbound route. The 304 runs from Palomar College to the Encinitas Transit Center. As we begin our journey today, let's go over the 329-1 principle. For every major or fatal accident, there are 29 close calls and 300 unsafe acts. The only way to reduce the possibility of having an accident is to reduce the 300 unsafe acts. As you leave the transit center, remember, keep your speed down to 5 miles per hour and stop at all crosswalks. Make a right turn to exit Palomar College. You may have some bad habits developed as a driver over time, but as a professional driver, you need to think of safety first. Reduce your unsafe behaviors, and you will reduce the risk and be safer. We all understand close calls. We've all had them. Some have had more than others, and that's the point. Some drivers have more close calls because they take more shortcuts and take more unnecessary risk. As you complete your right turn onto Mission Road, stay in the right lane and continue through Las Posas Road. Be conscious of the risks you take and take the time to avoid them so that your chances of having an accident are reduced. Remember, for every 300 unsafe acts, there are 29 close calls and 1 catastrophic event. .304 continues up to Rancho Santa Fe Rd, makes a left, and then continues all the way down to Encinitas. But first, we have this railroad crossing. It is unusual in that the road S-curves through the crossing, but as always, make your safety stop on the 15-foot white caution line, check for trains, and continue across the tracks when safe, and when you have a green light. Merge left once you have cleared the tracks. It's important to be comfortable while driving a 40-foot bus around town. Correct seat adjustments must be made before the operator moves the vehicle. This is essential for a safe, fatigue-free operation. You'll want to adjust the vertical position of the seat to minimize the danger of personal injury. Adjust the proper height of the seat. Use correct lifting techniques when raising and lowering the seat. The proper height allows the left foot to rest on the floor without pressure on the underside of the operator's leg. This is Rancho Santa Fe Rd coming up now. Make a left turn at Rancho Santa Fe Rd and continue on Rancho Santa Fe until it turns into Olivenhain and then into Leucadia Boulevard. We are now on Rancho Santa Fe Rd, heading south. Front to back horizontal adjustment is made while the operator is seated. Position the seat so your right knee is slightly bent as the right foot rests on the accelerator, so you can reach the top of the steering wheel by leaning slightly forward. To maintain the greatest control, the preferable hand positions are at 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock on the steering wheel. Finally, check the seatbelt to ensure that it is in working condition and use the seatbelt at all times while driving the vehicle. The vehicle inspection ensures that emergency equipment is in place and ready to use, that all safety-related parts and accessories are in good working order, that the vehicle is mechanically reliable, and that the customer area is clean and comfortable. The operator performs a complete and efficient pre-trip inspection in the correct order, using the Zonar. He walks around the vehicle and checks that the inspection stickers and license plates in place are current. Walks through the interior of the vehicle and checks for cleanliness and operability of seats and footrest. Checks that the windows are clean and latched and emergency equipment is in place, that the wheelchair lift is inspected, and run through a cycle. This large intersection is San Marcos Boulevard and Rancho Santa Fe. Our first time point is coming up just far side of the intersection. Once you have cleared the shopping center driveway, you will see the time point on the right. Never leave a time point early, as many passengers arrive at the stop at the last minute. Now continue south on Rancho Santa Fe Rd. This is where Melrose Drive ends and connects to Rancho Santa Fe Rd. Continue straight. Once we climb out of this valley, we'll be in La Costa. Watch for La Costa Avenue and the next time point. The driver checks the fuel, adjusts seats and mirrors, starts the engine, performs systems and equipment checks, checks external compartments and equipment, tires, engine. The operator, if able, can correct minor discrepancies immediately and involves a supervisor if the vehicle does not meet the standards for safety, reliability, cleanliness, or customer comfort. Here is La Costa Avenue. The time point is just far side the intersection. We are now crossing Camino de las Coches, which is important as it pertains to Variant C, but we'll get back to that. Once you cross Calle Barcelona, merge left, when safe. This lane turns into a turn-only lane. Rancho Santa Fe Rd has now turned into a Liebenhain Road, and we are approaching El Camino Real. Continue straight through El Camino, then merge left. If a customer attempts to board without the proper fare or with an invalid pass, the operator can request the appropriate fare once, but only once, and then allow the customer to board. Operators will not engage in fare disputes. The operator will not attempt to confront, deny service to, or eject any passenger from a coach due to a fare dispute. If a customer makes a habit of providing insufficient or no fare, the operator should contact the dispatcher, push the event button, and continue in service unless otherwise instructed. The road has now become Locadia Boulevard. Let's take a drive through Encinitas Ranch at the top of the hill. Once a huge flower farm, now a golf course. Operators are to make a reasonable attempt to collect the proper fares and valid transfers. A polite request or reminder should always be the approach. If the customer has no fare, politely tell them. They may ride this time, but please, have the appropriate fare the next time. Always give your customers the benefit of the doubt. Once we're through the ranch and begin to head downhill, watch for this last stop on the right. Then merge into the left lane to prepare to make a left turn onto Saxony. Distracted driving. Distracted driving is any activity that diverts your attention away from driving, including talking or texting on your phone, eating and drinking, talking to people in your vehicle, anything that takes your attention away from your driving. You cannot drive safely unless the task of driving has your full attention. Any non-driving activity you engage in is a potential distraction and increases your risk of crashing. It is required that you turn off your cell phone and stow it away. Do not use your Bluetooth. Don't eat and drive. If you need to refer to your paddle, manifest, or other paperwork, do so when you are safely parked. Use the LLCs to help you keep alert and updated to your surroundings. Make the left turn, and be advised the Saxony Road, Locadia Boulevard time point is just around the corner. Continue straight. Saxony connects to Encinitas Boulevard. This is Encinitas Boulevard coming up. You'll make a right. Continue under the Freeway 5 overpass, then watch for this last stop along Encinitas Boulevard. Now merge left. We're almost home. Our next left turn is Vulcan Avenue. Turn left, but you're not home yet. There's one more stop hidden behind a tree. Look for it. Passengers will use this stop if they want to board the coaster. Now continue across D Street. That is the Encinitas Transit Center on the right. Stop at the stop sign. and know that you are going to basically make a U-turn into the lower level of the transit center. The 304 parks on the lower level. So that was variant A, pretty straightforward. Now let's recap. Once you're on Rancho Santa Fe Boulevard, continue on that road as it turns into Olivenhain, continue as it turns into Leucadia Boulevard, and then finally turn left on Saxony. Use stall number 5. Make a few turns and you're done. You're at the transit center. We will now explore variant B. It's an easy one as well. We are starting on Rancho Santa Fe Boulevard just north of La Costa Avenue. In fact, this will be our starting point for each variant. We covered traveling this portion of Rancho Santa Fe in variant A, so I'm going to skip ahead to El Camino Real. The question is, when do we merge to get into the left lane? After Amargosa, there's one stop. After that stop, you are safe to merge. Merge left and get into the left turn lanes. Variant A, we continued straight through El Camino. But with variant B, we turn left on El Camino Real and travel through downtown Encinitas. We are approaching El Camino Real now. Make the left turn. This is the Home Depot on the left. Once we get past Home Depot, driving through this portion of Encinitas can be arduous. There are lots and lots of stoplights, and it is always congested. This is Garden View coming up. After Garden View, there are 4 bus stops along the El Camino Real up to Encinitas Boulevard. So let's touch base on those real quick. That was the Garden View stop. The North County Auto Center has a stop. There is another stop after Mountain View. And the last stop is about halfway between Villa Molina and Encinitas Boulevard. This is Encinitas Boulevard. Continue straight. After passing through Encinitas intersection, the Sprouts Shopping Center has a stop. And finally, there is one just near side Santa Fe. Notice we continued straight through Crest. There is a through traffic merge left sign, but we stay in the right lanes to prepare to make a right turn onto Santa Fe Drive. Notice Santa Fe Drive is different from Rancho Santa Fe Road. Here is that last stop. We'll drive Santa Fe for a while, so you get a feel for it. Once we get over this crest ahead, then it's straight down to the beach. San Diego Academy High School will be on the right as we continue down the hill. That's a Scripps Hospital on the right, just past the freeway. So that is Santa Fe Drive. This T intersection is Vulcan. We are south of the Encinitas Transit Center, so we turn right and head north on Vulcan. So here we are at E Street. After the stop, prepare to make a left turn and then an immediate right into the transit center. This turn is actually easier than trying to make the U-turn coming in from the other direction. So here we are. Now it is time for variant C. Variant C is probably the longest variant. Notice we are merging immediately to the left after leaving the bus stop. This intersection coming up is La Costa Avenue, and we are making a left turn onto La Costa. Continue on La Costa Avenue until Camino Las Coches and make a right turn. This area is known as the Costa Oaks. The La Costa Canyon High School is off to the left and is the reason we come back here. This is Maverick Way, which is the entrance to the high school. To the right is Stagecoach Community Park. A stagecoach route did run through here at one time. This park has some historic ruins. The actual adobe stage stop is back where Melrose intersects with Rancho Santa Fe in the Hunter Industry Park. As we pass Calle Timitillo, this is the last stop on the Las Coaches, so merge left. Use the center lane to turn left. Make a left turn. We are now back on Rancho Santa Fe and stay in the money lane. This is Calle Barcelona. Remember, after this intersection, we need to merge left because of the turn lane. But merge all the way left because Rancho Santa Fe Avenue veers off to the left and we want to stay with it. Stay on Rancho Santa Fe until it intersects with Encinitas Boulevard. After Avenida La Cima, merge left one more time. This is a turn-only lane. There's a bunch of stop signs along here to control traffic, so be patient. This is the old Olivenhain Historical District to the left. Little shopping center on the right. Know that Encinitas Boulevard is coming up. Make a right turn and continue on Encinitas Boulevard until it connects again with El Camino Real. This is El Camino Real. Make a left turn. Stay to the right once you have made this turn. We covered a lot of this territory on variant B, so let's skip ahead. This is the right turn off of El Camino Real onto Santa Fe. And let's just go ahead and jump forward to Swami's. So from our starting point on Rancho Santa Fe Avenue, we turned left on La Costa Avenue, a right on Las Coaches, which brought us back to Rancho Santa Fe. We veered off to the left to stay on Rancho Santa Fe until Encinitas Boulevard, a left on El Camino Real, a right on Santa Fe, and here we are, making a right turn on Vulcan. This is E Street, prepared to make the turns into the transit center. Here's a 304 pulling out now. You stall number 5. Okay, one more variant to go. Variant D. Variant D is just like variant C, with the exception of the La Costa Canyon High School route. So let's get to it. Continue straight through La Costa Avenue. Here's Camino de las Coches. Continue straight. Here is Barcelona. Merge left to make the turn to continue on Rancho Santa Fe. And let's drive through the rest. Providing the highest level of safety for all of our MV employees, passengers, and the communities we serve is our core operating value. Safety is at the forefront of delivering the best customer experience and is the first of our key components of successful performance. MV, thank you for your service. Now be safe out there. It's a great day to drive.